Good night, everyone. Today is Thursday around 10 p.m. New York time, and we're gonna go over with the daily technical video day. Guys, for tonight, I want you guys to understand one thing. No matter which side of the market you like, either you are a dollar bull or a dollar bear, no matter which side of the market you are, you need to understand one thing. Nobody knows in the market where the market is going to be, is going to do within the 30 days. For sure, nobody knows that. Most of the times, the market, if you are a professional trader that have enough passion about it, the market is going to give you some opportunities. I mean, like 30 days, 25 days, the market is going to give you opportunities to cash some big move. And that's all you need. I mean, many traders believe, and they're wrong, to be honest with you, that they have to trade every day, that they have to be in and out, and they have to see and know what every move of the market is going to be done. It's going to be done. Now, looking here on the US dollar, I want to show you guys something. Let me contract a bit right here on the dollar index. Send the low. I want you guys to understand one thing. 1, 2, 3 swing. Technically, 1, 2, 3 swing. That's so far is corrective. There is nothing looking at the dollar index that say that this is a bottom. It was a temporary bottom when you see the first leg higher, but now there is nothing that say that this is a bottom. Now, but that's not what you need to care about it right now. This can be called A, B, C on a flat. It's by the book, almost 100% retracement, 5 ways to the 1.618 of the first swing. Right there, look. That can be a flat. Nobody knows. So don't waste your energy thinking what's going to happen next. Now, all you need to do is be a smart trader and knowing that there is a three-way that there's going to be almost overlapping technically with the first leg right here, and that a cycle from here is coming to the end. That's all you need to care about it. Now, is what we're presenting a nest. But I want you guys to be clear. It can be a three-way. Nobody knows about it. So this is how you need to see it. The only thing that you need to care about this market right now is this part right here. Honestly, this is the only part that you need to care. This is the 8 hour on the index, and it's very clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swing. The next high, the next low right here, it needs to be bought. That low is gonna complete a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is 3, a 4, and a 5. That's all you need to care about as a trader, guys. Now, after, what can happen? After, the market can go and say, here we go, and then I see counts when they're counting this as a flat. I don't like it too much in the dollar index. I like it better within the euro, if that's the case. But the market can go down, and everyone is going to change the count, and everyone is going to label a flat right here, and everyone is going to be a dollar bull. All right? Now, from my experience, I don't believe that that's the case. I seen things between the open and the market correlation that it can bring that to my attention, like the dollar cat. We're gonna cover that later, but I don't think that that's the case. Look, the market have not reached a 50% retracement, and it's already 5-way move. Then only the flat can make the case. Only the flat can make the case for that. But still not enough bid to make the case. It can be a leading diagonal, like we mentioned a long ago, when you have this, and now you're doing a flat wave 4, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. That can be the case. That can be the case. But guys, who knows about it? I see people wasting energy, and I laugh about it. The only thing that you need to care now is this. That's the next low right here on the dollar index needs to be bought. Now, let's say that you see that this recovery is not what you're expecting. Let's say that you think that this recovery looks corrective. Then you sell it here against this high. That's all you needs to care. Don't talk about levels. Don't say euro to 110. Don't say euro to 130. Don't say euro to 150. Who knows? The only thing I know for sure is that the next low right here needs to be bought. And the only thing I know is that that low should not pass, if this is the high on wave 4, should not pass the 75.50 area that we've been mentioned over and over again in these videos. So I want you guys to understand that and start trading smart. Don't trade like with buyers. Don't trade with cowboys getting in out every day. That's not the way, guys. That's not the way. I would rather trade 3 trades in a month, and I make 150 picks every trade. I make 400 picks in my month with no stress, with no running losers. That's the way it should be, in my opinion. Now, let's keep going, and let's go to the US dollar in a 1 hour. This is the channel, a well-defined channel. Very important is that the move from the lows, let me put in the 30-minute, this is a Fibonacci number. The move for the low, it looks like it did A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 3-way move. No question about it. This is a 3-way move. So continuation in favor of the risk trade, for sure. It can be taken in form of a of the triangle, like this, and then we should have already A, B, C with a D and an E coming and trusting lower. That should be idea. You guys can notice here it got stopped at the 23.6 by the peak right there. So still also can be A. It's different to what the euro did. This looks like a flat, in my opinion, and then it should trade lower from here, or even from here. I think because we have an extended wave 3, like DV mentions today, most likely 77.42 can be the case. That was all we're gonna see as correction. I'm never gonna get to 77.82 or 36.10 in the euro. All right, that's for the euro. Now, let me show you copper right here. Copper, if you guys take a look, it looks like ended a correction when you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swing from the lows. And let me tell you something. I'm counting like this when this is 3, A, B, Z, because I don't want to force the issue and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to do that. I would rather go with a flat until prove me wrong. But you got right here 5 swing from the lows, and that's something that you need to take into consideration when it comes to risk trade. Or I can say, guys, I don't say that the euro is going to go to 150, not even to 145. I don't know. All I can tell you is what I see and the way I learn to trade, and I'm very successful in this. I can lose a trade, but at the end of the day, year after year, or more than 10 years, I only have 2 negative months. So something I do right. Now, this is oil. It looks like it did a flat wave 4 and should trade higher in the final move before lower. Again, this can be many people calling it flat, many people calling, you can call whatever you want. It can be a flat, yes, from here. You can do A, B, C, A, B, C, B, and a flat right here. Possible. I don't care. All I care is that looking at oil from here, I knew that this is going to happen. And all I care is that the new high should be fadeable in oil. And oil is going to get weak. If it's strong enough, then here we go. Oil is going to go to 64 or lower. My target in oil is around $25, $30 a barrel. If it's corrected in 3 ways, guess what? Oil goes to 95, and that goes the risk trade. Don't waste your time thinking about something that you don't control. Be smart about it. Now, let's move on to the individual pairs. Okay, guys, on the individual pairs, we're going to start with the metal pairs. On the metal pairs, as you guys know, you can get, in our service, you got the Aussie yen, you get the dollar CAD, you got the Aussie dollar, and the New Zealand dollar. Now, out of the metal group, the most clear structure, in my view, is coming from the Aussie yen. The Aussie yen is showing a very nice structure. When we can see right there that we got A, B, and we are on the C way right there. Very clear structure. I mean, no, it can be, nothing can be wrong with it. Very clear. You got A, and then within the C way, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th way. This structure is gonna go and it's gonna trade lower after in either 3, or it's gonna get continuation to the upside. Now, see, I started with the Aussie yen only because of the reason that it's very deep. If it's very deep and almost equalized. So let's move on now to the Aussie, and we're going to start the dilemma about if it's a nest, if it's a 3 ways down. Who knows, guys? Now, Aussie is close to the 618 of the proposal wave 2, or sorry, wave 1 of wave 3 into a nest, or the C way. Who knows for sure? Nobody knows. But Aussie is showing the same structure. A, B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, also close to the 618. So, as a trader, what you have out of the low? You have 3 ways that they are almost equal. They are equal technically, but I'm expecting a little bit higher, around 103. So after that, let's say that Aussie now comes and I make another way higher, and then it comes, does this, and I make another higher. So this is a bottom, and Aussie is gonna go to 115. What you need to do? 3 back, you become a bull, and you buy it. don't worry about it where you are. Don't worry about it. That's not the case. All you need to care now is this, guys. The Aussie in 1 hour is showing this structure 1, 2, 3. I can prove to you with the RSI that the momentum is lacking to the outside. It's not a nest. And I see 1, look at the divergency, and then 1, 2, 3, and it looks like right now we are in a type of triangle, and Aussie is going to look for 103.50 area. From there, let's see what happens. It looks corrective in my view. So I'm going to keep the bias that we are in a nest in the dollar index to prove me wrong. Now, this is telling me one thing, that someone is cheating no in the metal groups. The metal groups are showing a corrective structure out of last week lows. Now, the euro is showing an impulse, a modest wave from the lows. So, is not necessarily needs to be doing the same structure, because Aussie now can do here W, 3 backs, and another double zigzag, and it is corrective. But seeing around, I see this pair, which is the dollar cat. The dollar cat is already at the 50% retracement of the proposal nest in what it looks to be a corrective structure from the low, from the high. Now, we're waiting right here to buy the dollar cat. We're waiting here. What we can expect after? Either like an Aussie, a 3 corrective, and then 3 backs, and then from there, and move higher. But this is telling me the cat, the Aussie, the New Zealand, and the Aussie yen is telling me that risk off is correcting. Because if the dollar would have done a 3-way move, every pair against the dollar, including Aussie, New Zealand, and CAD, should have been doing a 5-way move. You guys got the point now? Now, let's move on now to the Norwegian krone. Same structure as the euro and as the dollar. Look, same structure. 1, 2, 3 swing. After the 3 swing, what we can see, either this is a 3-way or this is a nest. What you care about it? Nothing. 556 should be bought and see what happens. It's the 618, the competition of 5-way from the top, very vertical, and this pair is one of the reasons why I don't like the flat. The reason being is this: the 5th leg in this pair is a 5-way move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's telling me that this is a real impulse. That's telling me that the dollar is also within is a real impulse, because in the dollar and the euro, this wave 4 is very questionable. Right here is very clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So in my view, the market, what it's doing is, like I say, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be a buyer here. I'm going to be a seller here if this proves corrective. All right? Now, let's move on to the S&P. Same scenario. And I put it here on purpose, the next 1, 2, 1, 2, the next on to prove me wrong. But also remember, 1, 2, 3, 4 with the diagonal is our principal count. Now, S&P from the top, it did what it looks to be a 5-way move, which means that in its tomorrow risk should be off and some degrees, and then from there we should get the final push higher. I'm not calling it a complete impulse because I don't get a single pip of divergence at the top right there. I don't, so I won't call it a 5-way move. That's for the S&P. Finally, let's take a look at the euro dollar, which what else we can say other than that we haven't said already, that there is one more high. It looks like this is taking a form of a triangle here, possible triangle coming from the 23.6. So if that's the case, we most likely we have A, B, C, and then we get a D and an E. If that's the case of a triangle, the move to the downside have been corrective, to the outside have been in 5 ways. This is a 5-way move. It can be part of the flat. Another scenario here is A, B, C, W, a flat B, and then we have A, B, and we're gonna get C lower before higher. Any pit below 135.65 deny the bullish view, and it's gonna take the euro to around 133, 134. I don't gonna get into what I think, what I don't think about the euro. Onto a proof run with oil. This is my principal count in euro. And I'm not thinking about euro to 130, to 118, not even to 150. I'm thinking that in the 4 hour, the next high should be sold with everything you have to a possible target around 134 area. That's my view. We got a trade today. We have another one waiting, and then we're gonna see from there what the market is bringing to you. All right, let's keep it there. I'll get back to you guys tomorrow. Thank you.